Good morning, everyone. Listen, I was thinking about this morning, and I was in my car, and the song "For Your Glory" come on, right? And I'm headed to work, right? And I began to think, God, that's me. For your glory, I would do anything. Now, we know Tasha Cobbs sings this song, right? But then I can think about so many instances in the Bible that when people knew God's glory and his presence was there, that's where they wanted to be. And see, that's where I'm at. Wherever God's presence resides, I want to be. Trina wants to be wherever God's presence is. Listen, and I was thinking about this, that Moses began to tell God, he says, if your presence don't go before me, he begins to tell God, if your presence don't go before me, I don't want to go. And God says, wait a minute. He says, he says, and the Lord answered and said, my presence will go with you and I will give you rest. My presence will go with you. See, that's where I want to be. I want to be wherever God's presence is. That's where I want to be. See, I want God to live in me and I live in him, because the Bible says, abide in me and I abide in you. I want him to live in me so much that therefore wherever I go, his glory go. Wherever he at, that's where I want to be at. Wherever the glory in his presence is, that's where I want to be at. Is there anybody that's like me that says, I don't want to be there unless God's glory there? I don't want to go unless God's glory gonna go with me. I don't want to show up unless his glory coming with me. Because for your glory, I would do anything. For your presence, I would do anything. What will you do for God? What will you do for God to show up? Where will you go for God and you know God's going to be there? See, because as I think about the woman, even with the issue of blood, she pressed through the crowd because she knew God was there. She knew and she heard that God was going to be there because she wanted his glory. And she got what she needed. See, oftentimes that we want some things and we need some things from God, but are we willing to show up where he at? And it may be in your unusual places. It may not be in the same place. See, oftentimes we're looking for God's glory to be in the same place, and oftentimes it's not there. You're looking for something for God. You're searching for something for God. But now you can't find his glory where you last left it. Maybe it's not God that left you. Maybe you left God. See, for his glory, I would do anything. For his glory, I would go where he goes. For his glory, I'll show up where he tells me to show up. For his glory, I would do it. What will you do for God's glory? What will you do for God's power to show up? What will you do? Will you live in God and he live in you? Will you abide in him and he abide in you? Because for your glory, I will do anything. What will you do for his glory? What will you do for his glory? And I pray you all be blessed.